Do we really know how women are treated in Mexico? Well, I was raised in a very gender equality family, so it is easy for me to understand all about these topics, but I'm not here to give my story. I am here to express what women have to deal with every day in our country. Well, we make jokes about this topic about gender equality and those things that result in a gender battle again, and we are not kids anymore. We need to know how to respect one and each other. Mexico reflects a not safe country for women nowadays, and although we have all the same rights, some of them are not respected as well from women. The impact of gender violence and women violence in Mexico has created a revolutionary movement led by women of all ages that we see as the feminists nowadays. Through all these problems we have in our country, I decided to give a talk and make a video about it. First of all, let's talk about gender equality. I remember that in primary school, the teacher told us about some rights we had and how we can implement it, and they also teach us about gender equality. We needed to carry the chairs from one class to another, and it didn't matter if it was a girl or a boy who was carrying the chair, it was just helping. And I think it is important to teach this in schools for a better country in the future, and they don't have the problems we have nowadays. But talking about in Mexico in general, according to a page called McKinsey and Company, only 4 out of 10 women participate in the labor market. What's more, the high number of young women who are neither studying or not working. A world with both women and men are equal in all aspects sounds good, right? In this next topic, I'm going to talk about abortion rights, so it's a very controversial theme. I remember that when I was also in primary school, I used to see the middle school girls getting scared about getting pregnant, or they got pregnant at the age of 15 or less. These and other cases are very dangerous for young women, and also they are worse ones from others. According to Economic Cooperation and Development, with 62 out of every 1,000 pregnancies occurring in girls and adolescents, well, we can see the 1,000 pregnancies are girls less than 19 years, which is very risky nowadays. If we get rid of the abortion taboo, Mexico will improve in many aspects. We can save women's lives, also we can save from, apart from women's lives, the girls' lives too, that gets, not treated right. And also we can end from other problems that are very, where there are more complicated to get rid of, but it could be poverty and those things. And we can see also the Mexican feminists that we make jokes about and laugh about are fighting against this problem. They are not paid the real attention they need. I think they are making a good movement, and they have all the right to express, but we are not taking it serious. We are laughing about it, but if it happens to our family or a nearby friend, we are going to be sad and very emotional that we didn't do anything before. Just almost finishing with this talk, I'm going to talk about women representation in politics, which I think is not a very controversial theme, but it's also important. We don't see much about it in general, not caring about women and men. But we think we don't need women on become politicians or being politics, because you may say, oh, they don't want to study politics, why we want more women representing us. But well, lots of women are studying that career, and they are more that we think they are, and they are really putting an effort of studying it and learning about it. But as I said on the other topics, we don't have that attention on them. So in Mexican Congress, just 37% of the seats are occupied by women, and just a couple of years ago it was 24. I think in this case the gender equality is not working very well because men think that they are less on the Congress and those things, so they get scared and they get sad because they cannot succeed as they wanted. So it is important also to get rid of that taboo. We can study what we want, as I said, not mattering the other gender. It's just making the right decisions for our country in those days. Well, to finish this, I'm going to leave a video about a girl who has a company and she's a leader, and it tells us a story about how she succeeded in, well, here in Mexico, and getting rid of those gender inequalities and the topics I said before. I will see you the next time. So thank you for your attention.
Mia Co-Growing is the newest women-only workspace in Mexico. It opened 2 months ago and it's part of a growing trend in the capital city. In only 2 years, 4 women-led offices have opened. Maris del Olmo created Mia to increase success rates among female entrepreneurs through woman-to-woman networking. She saw a need for these spaces in the traditional male-dominated work environment of her hometown.
We know that there are a lot of women doing incredible things around Mexico and in other parts of the world, but we don't know each other. So there are not so many spaces that are only designed for women to meet each other and to talk about our projects and to connect with other women.
According to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, Mexico is the only country in Latin America where more women start businesses than men. Ana Karen Orozco launched her own design firm and exports indigenous textiles. She's one of the 20 members of Mia Co-Growing, where she's found support to expand her business.
If I would start by myself, all of my projects, it would be harder for me alone. So here I think it's like, I have a lot of support, and a lot of people can see my work just by being here.
More and more Mexican women are opening their own businesses. Female participation in the workforce grew by more than 10% from the year before. Despite these successes, equality in the workplace remains elusive. According to the World Bank, 70% of women who want to start a business of their own don't have access to financing. But Del Olmo hopes that by opening up entrepreneurship to younger generations, that number will be brought down.
We wanted to see more role models, not only for us, but future generations. Women role models, because we believe and we have this motto that if you can't see her, you can't become her.
If these shared workspaces succeed, more women won't just earn a living, they'll also be inspiring others. Valeria León, TRT World, Mexico City.